Newark, not the only city where ICE agents were on the ground. Take a look at this video. ICE agents in Boston, a sanctuary city just like New York City, where federal agents say they targeted and took several wanted people into custody, including an MS-13 gang member. The Trump administration saying it's focusing on going after criminals who are in the U.S. illegally first. We have Fox 5 live team coverage for you tonight. Sharon Crowley has the latest on the birthright citizenship battle and other news out of the Trump administration.
All right, let's start, though, with Jessica Formoso live in Newark's Ironbound section with more on what we know about today's migrant bust. Jess.
Steve and Natasha, we're learning tonight from immigration advocates that federal agents were here at the Ocean Seafood Depot on Adams Street, and when they got here, they demanded to see the employees' documentation. Now, I spoke to Rafael Chavez. He's with New Labor. He's an immigration advocate who tells me that the agents showed up here and they did detain 3 people. Now, take a look. This here is Ocean Seafood Depot. It's a fish market and a warehouse. According to Chavez, at around 11:30 this morning, he received a call from a relative from an employee of Ocean Seafood Depot saying ICE agents were inside. When he and his colleagues arrived, he didn't notice anything unusual. He says they didn't see any federal marked vehicles, so they circled around the block, and as they were making their way back up, that's when they saw agents walking out of the building. Chavez went inside, and once he got in there, he was able to speak to the manager, who he says was shaken. He told him that the agents came inside, showed no warrant, and within seconds they were inside the warehouse. Chavez says they rounded up a total of 8 people, 4 females, all mothers, and 4 men. The women, Chavez says, showed ID, and the ICE agents took their fingerprints and gave them a slip to appear in court next month. As for the men, one was an American citizen. They let him go. The other 3 had no documentation on them, and Chavez says they were detained.
When we realized ICE is inside, because they come out like a 7 members of ICE come out, and I see they went to different cars, and it just looked like a regular cars.
So it was unmarked vehicles they were in?
Yeah, exactly.
And nowhere in their vehicles did it say ICE, DHS, nothing?
None of singles of that. The manager was in shock. He was like, basically like, he don't know how to react. And then is the other thing that we need to educate also the managers or the owners of the small business, how can react, how can defend their workers in the workplace.
And Mayor Ras Baraka putting out a statement saying U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents raided a local establishment in the city of Newark, detaining undocumented residents as well as citizens without producing a warrant. One of the detainees is a U.S. military veteran who suffered the indignity of having the legitimacy of his military documentation questioned. He went on to say that this was a violation of the 4th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Now, after receiving the mayor's statement and talking to Chavez, Chavez tells us that this was not the only operation that took place in the city of Newark today. He believes there were more agents and different establishments throughout the city. Now, the mayor will be holding a press conference tomorrow, and we'll be learning more as to what exactly took place here today. I can tell you this, Natasha and Steve, that I spoke to other business owners in this area as well as residents, and they're scared. One business owner telling me that a lot of her clients are undocumented, and she's afraid now for them, and also believes that not many people will be coming into her business because of what happened here today. That's the latest I have from Newark. I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News. Natasha and Steve.
All right, thanks, Jessica. And Fox